G'day everyone, Sonia Bernard here, linked by Ink, your independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. So I decided I'm going live today in my Facebook page. Normally for like the last year, a couple of years, I have just been doing YouTube videos and I haven't been doing lives. But I'm finding a lot of people are missing out on getting to see. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. even if no one comes and watches, if no one gets live, I'm just going to record it here. It won't be edited. My videos are never edited. Edited. What you get is what you see. And yeah, I'm a hot mess express. I love coffee. This I just got at Senses in Mexico on the incentive trip. I love coffee cups, so I bought a coffee cup there. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a mini class. Normally every other week on YouTube, and then I post to my Facebook, I do a class of 3 to 4 different cards, just depends. And for a minimum purchase, you can get that kit for free. So then the other weeks, I generally do like a technique or a fun fold or something like that. But then I loved this card so much. It's called an angled gatefold card, that I decided I wanted to do one. Let me show you the cards that we're making today. So this is an angled gatefold with the belly band, and it's using the new Incolors, and I just loved it so much I decided, hey, why don't I see what it looks like in the other colors? Try to get that belly band back on sometimes a little tricky there. And so I made it in some of the other colors as well. There's let's just say colors. This is Petunia Pop. This is Summer Splash. This is Pretty in Pink. And this is Peach Pie. And you'll notice that they are coordinating with each other there. So they're the opposites here. And then these two are the opposites there. So I decided I'm going to teach you how to make this card today. I'm going to give you all the measurements and everything. But I also want to offer you an opportunity to get a kit free in the mail with a purchase. So I will have a host code, and I'll show you that in a second. And then, so today is 9th of May. Let's go through the next Tuesday, the 14th of May at midnight Eastern Standard Time. If you place an order of $40 or more before then, I'm going to send you this free card kit. So you will get one of each of the colors of these 4 cards. And it'll be the paper, the cardstock, and then the die cuts and all that will be ready for you to come along and take what I teach you today and create your own. So you're not going to get these angled cuts. You're going to do these yourself because I'm going to teach you how to do it today. Okay, so it's you'll get all the cardstock and the die cuts, the belly band part. What doesn't come in your kit is any stamped images. No stamped images. That's against Stampin' Up policy. And I'm sure you want to go run out and get these stamp sets for yourself. So there's no ink, no stamped images, and there's no bling. The blingy bling, which is just adorable, is the 2024-2026 in color shimmer gems. Love these. They're a lot of fun and they really make your card pop. So if you want to earn a pack of these absolutely free and get them in your kit, spend $50 or more. Use my host code. You have to use the host code. Then you're going to get free embellishment and 4 card kits that you'll finish cutting the angles. And oh, I'm going to need my ruler. I knew I'd forget something today. But yeah, so I'm going to turn this down and we are going to go ahead and I will show you how to create this super fun angled gatefold card. I think it's so pretty. The paper is just gorgeous. Bountiful Beauty, I think. Let me double check on that name. But let's turn this around. I've got to do a couple of things here to get... Oh no, it's weird doing it live. got to do that, and then we're going to turn this down. I am going to start using a new software program that will help me not have to do that anymore. Let's see, am I live over here? There I am. Okay, so here it goes. Okay, I just have to be able to see what I'm doing since the camera is tilted down now. Gotta be able to see. Okay, you are going to need a pencil and a ruler for this class, and I am going to take you through every step of the way. Let's get started with our angle gatefold. Now, at the very beginning, you're going to start with a regular piece of cardstock, which is 8.5 by 11, and you are going to cut that on the short side at 5.5, right there. And I'm not going to cut this one, I'm just showing you. So just pretend you're cutting this. So then you'll have a 5.5 across by 11 long piece of cardstock, which will look like this. Okay, 5.5 by 11. Then we're going to turn it, and this is where you have to move the arm out on your paper trimmer. And let's see, haven't got a good setup here for this. Next, we're going to score this at 3 3/8. So it's the second longest line. You've got a little line, then a longer line. That's an 1/8. And you can go 1/4 plus an 1/8. And then you will score that. Make sure you don't cut it. You will score that right there. Then you'll scooch it along and you'll go down to 7 5/8. So that's 7 plus a half plus an 1/8. So you go to 7.5 and then 1/8. The first line is a 16th and the second line is an 1/8. Okay, just for anyone new, there's 7 5/8. So then you'll have these two score lines, and you have a bump. You fold into the bump. Okay, and then that's the beginnings of our card. Next, you're going to need your paper trimmer in a second. We're going to do all of them at the same time. So I've cut out 2 pieces of DSP, and these pieces are 3 1/8 by 5 1/8. Okay, 3 1/8 by 5 1/8. Now the only time this matters as far as which way you're cutting is if you have a piece of paper that has directionality on it. So they're going to be the skinny side up the top, long side here. Okay, so if you have directionality, you want to cut that skinny at 3 1/8. And on each of these, we're going to get our ruler, and on these end sides, think of it like a bookend, we're going to get our ruler, and it's 5.5 inches long. So we're going to make a little mark. I'm going to stand up just to make sure I've got that lined up nicely. Okay, so we're going to make a mark at 1 inch, and we're going to make a mark at 4.5, because that's 1 inch inwards. Okay, and we'll flip it and do the same thing on this side. We're going to do 1 inch and at 4.5. Now your DSP, because it has got that 1/8 of an inch, I'm just going to scooch it down. If you want, you can turn it on the other side. It's probably easier to see if you're using this paper. The thing to remember here is if you do have directionality and just say you want them to match up, which it doesn't really matter because they are overlapping, so I wouldn't even go into that. I would just be like, whatever, 2 sheets of DSP. And then, I've actually already marked them. You're going to do 1 inch and do a mark. And then what I did was just slide this down to the 5 here, because it's 5 1/8, and do 1 inch at the 4, do a mark at the 4. And the same on this one. Again, that's 1 inch, and then just slide that down to 5, and then mark it at the 4. So we're going to have now to cut our angles. Now this is a part you're going to do yourself. So when you get your kit, you're going to have pieces like this. Why do I want you to do this yourself? Because practice makes perfect, number one. And because this way you're making the card, I'm not making it for you. Okay, so we're going to start at that dot that we made and line that up, and then we're going to get where this bump line, and we're going to line that up with the slot in the middle there. And you can just move it a little bit, hold it down with your hand, and it might not be perfect. Don't worry about it. Okay, that's going to take one piece off. Now the way I found it easier to do is, instead of going back on this side, I did it upside down. So I turned mine upside down and did the fold halfway there, and then down there, and then line that up. And I found that worked better for me, because sometimes I did mess these up and I went too far in and I chopped off a bit. So no to that. So then again, I'm turning it over, and whoops, here we go. Here's my 1 inch mark, and line it up with the fold. I'm just going to make sure we can see this. I'm going to slice them all off. See that one there, I missed it a little bit. If you do that, what I did was just kind of slide that back over and just take a sliver off there. And then we're going to do, I always find, again, upside down is just easier for me. And then we'll go like this. We'll put that in a little more. Oh, that looks good. And don't be a perfectionist, because you'll be here all day long going through a whole bunch of paper. Now this one, you're not cutting down this way. You're just cutting the short sides, the short ends. Okay, so we're getting the 1 inch here. So it's put it on the long end, and this will trim off the part at the top and the bottom. So we're trimming, if you think of it, we're trimming the top and the bottom of the rectangle. Okay, and then we can do it this way too. This way is easier. There we go. Just line them up. And then see how easy this card, once you've got this part done, oh, here comes my cat. It's just going to really come together very quickly. Kitty, I was hoping she'd be asleep, but she's not. She is out and about saying hello. She's very affectionate, which I love. It's just a little hard when you're trying to do a live. Hello, baby. Yes, okay. Love you. Okay. Now, when you cut off that piece, you know what? I will cut this just so you know. So this is our original cut, 5.5 by 11. Okay. When you do that, go ahead and cut another inch off the side, and then trim that to 9.5 inches. Right, 9.5. Let me double check that measurement. Yeah, 9.5 inches right there. And that is going to be your belly band for your card. Okay. And I do have one of them. And you can mix it up too if you wanted to do the, sorry, my cat, they're pretty in pink. Now, you're also going to need a 5.25 by 4 piece of basic white cardstock. Is that tail just swishing away? Does anyone else have a cat? We have a cat and a dog, and the dog is downstairs put up because otherwise she barks at her own shadow, so I forgot to put her away. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and glue that on the inside. I like to use Tombow, but others like to use snail. And we'll just put that on the inside. Now, if you want, you could go ahead and decorate on the inside as well. But you're going to want to make sure you don't decorate the top and the bottom there, because that's going to show through. So, just in case. Next, we've got our Nested Essentials dies. Love these dies. They are very versatile, very handy. Those are not the ones I used. Normally when I have a class, I'll tip them over so I can show which ones I used. But here it was easy. I used the largest one and the second largest one. And I cut out one in Summer Splash. That was the largest one. And then I cut out one in basic white cardstock so we can layer them together. Next we've got our Petunia Pop ink. This is one of my favorite. Oh, what's my ink pad stuck? There we go. Little technical issue there. And I've used Flowers of Beauty stamp set. And just this one here, which is the outline. I've gone ahead and inked that up. And then just done a, some people call this first generation and second generation stamping. I call it stamping off, but sometimes stamping off means you stamp, then you stamp off, then you stamp. I mean, you ink, stamp off, then stamp. So we'll call this first generation, second generation stamping there. Then we have our cute Summer Splash ink. Loving, loving, loving the new Incolors. Do you have a favorite new Incolor? Pop it in the comments. Let me know. Even if you're watching this on replay, which probably most people will be, because I've changed the time. Now this Just For You, I've done that with the Unbounded Love. That has got some really great sentiments in it. And I thought the Just For You was a nice sentiment that can be used for all occasions. You know, you could change that up so easy. Next, this is almost done, right? We're going to put our paper on. Now, if you wanted to be a little brighter, and you could certainly turn that around and have a different look. Now, when you do this, you will notice that it is larger on the sides than it is here. That's intentional, okay? So it gives it more pop, in my opinion. And we're just going to adhere that. Doesn't matter which side. We'll just go this side first. And the reason I use that Tombow is so I can just have a little movement there, just to make sure I've got it where I want it. And then number 2. And the reason we're going to use that belly band is because this card would not stay closed just like this. You can see it's just all opening up. Even if you really burnish that score line, it's still going to open up there. Okay. Just make sure we've got no one in the chat. Not used to doing live, so if you do say something to me, I might not see it straight away, but I will get there. Okay, next we need our dimensionals. And now if you love these new Incolors too, we have a joint special right now with the starter kit special. It's amazing. You can get all the inks, the markers, a pack of the DSP, and an assortment pack of cardstock, absolutely free when you purchase the starter kit. And then as a demonstrator, you can continue to earn 20% off, starting at 20% discount, so you can be a happy shopper. Or you can do like I do, and you could make this your side biz. Well, this is really my full-time gig, but you can also do it as a side biz. A lot of my team members don't. They are happy shoppers, and they just absolutely love it, and they love going to demonstrator only events. The ones who are local will come to my house for team meetings and events and card classes. We just have a lot of fun. And then I have people who are not local, but I do a Zoom so I can keep everyone in the loop. That way we do a Zoom team meeting, and I have a Facebook group, and I put all my tutorials in there for them, and they get access to a monthly team meeting kit, which is at a discount. Okay, so you see I've just folded that around. I know I'm talking, but literally just fold it around, and it'll slide nicely there. And you want the seam up facing you, because you're about to cover that up with this. So we'll just grab this glue and put it across here. Oh, let me show you. Here's the host code. I don't know if that was even in frame this whole time. Probably not. But that is the host code you'll use if you want to get this mini class as a kit. And again, you'll get those 4 free card kits ready to go, ready for you to make up these in these fun new in-color colors. And of course, spend 50 or more, and then you will get this free bling, which, where did I put it? I showed it to you guys just a second ago. Anyone else do that? Anyone else be like, here it is. Now I've lost it. I put it under the cards. So this is that cute, let's say the name again, 2024 to 2026 in color shimmer gems. And you could, I did on this one, I did the matching petunia pop, but guess what? We don't have to do matching. So let's do the summer splash in this one then, just to mix it up a little bit. Let's see what it would look like with the green. Now, this, you've got 2 colors in here. You've got 2 greens. One's a much deeper, darker green. That is Shy Shamrock. And this one's Summer Splash. Now, I didn't do a card in Shy Shamrock because it was too shy. No, I'm kidding. It's just because I did 4 and they all kind of coordinated with each other. And I just liked the way they looked. So, there you go. You can see the difference with just the adding the different color bling. This does maybe pop a little bit more because it's in contrast to what we've stamped there, where this, I think, look, you know, now you could also do a mix and match too. You don't always have to do the same color. So how quick and easy and simple is this? This is an angled gatefold card. Fun, right? And cute. And who wouldn't want to get that just for you? And in all the different colors. Yes. Love it. I love it. Okay. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and upload this video to YouTube. If you haven't checked out my YouTube, I have a whole bunch of classes on there. Now you won't be able to do the free with purchase and get the kits anymore because the time's gone by. But you can watch the video. They're all my classes are free to watch on the video, and I tell you all the measurements on everything. So you can go through and just sit down, watch it, write down the measurements and all that kind of stuff. Some of my tutorials I do have for sale online. So you can go, if you want the actual PDF tutorial, and you can go and just purchase them that way. But for this one today, if you do make that purchase using this host code between now and the 14th of May, I will send you a tutorial for this one fold, and then the cardstock kits to make these 4 cards. Okay, thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Okay, bye.